The film begins with Aitana returning to her family home after many years away. She's excited to surprise her parents, but when she arrives, a strange woman opens the door. This woman turns out to be a friend of Aitana's mother, Dory. To Aitana's disappointment, her parents seem frightened rather than happy to see her. Only her brother shows any joy at her return, having always loved her deeply since childhood. "Why did you come here?" Dory asks nervously. Confused, Aitana responds, "I came to see you. I thought you'd be happy." Her father interrupts, abruptly telling her to go upstairs and rest. When Aitana reaches her old bedroom, she notices someone has already been sleeping in her bed. As she investigates, someone suddenly attacks her. Terrified, Aitana races downstairs, shouting that there's an intruder in her room. Moments later, a young woman emerges from the bedroom. Her name is Nadia, and Aitana is shocked to discover that this stranger is not only wearing her clothes but has essentially taken her place in the family. "After you left, we found her," Dory explains coldly. "We've made her our daughter, and she's given us more love than you ever did." Furious, Aitana demands, "Get her out. I want to sleep in my own room." "Nadia isn't going anywhere," Dory replies firmly. "You can use the upstairs guest room." Though angry, Aitana is calmed by her brother Gabby, and they retreat upstairs. As they pass, Aitana glares at Nadia, disturbed by the special treatment her parents are giving this stranger. Later, when Gabby mentions he's hungry, Aitana heads downstairs for food. Passing her parents' bedroom, she overhears her father speaking angrily about her arrival. "What is she doing here?" he demands. "Tell her to leave. Even if she stays in the city, she should be in a hotel, not our house." Heartbroken, Aitana returns to Gabby and announces they're leaving immediately. "We'll stay at a hotel and then go to my aunt's house. She actually loves me," she says, trying to call her aunt, who doesn't answer. When they try to book a hotel room, they discover all nearby hotels are closed. With no alternatives, Aitana reluctantly returns to her parents' house. Exhausted, Aitana falls into a deep sleep while Gabby helps Dory around the house. Suddenly, Aitana awakens in terror to find Nadia holding her baby son. Convinced Nadia was trying to harm him, she snatches him back and rushes downstairs for his bottle. "You need to throw Nadia out," she shouts at her parents. "She's dangerous. She was trying to hurt my son." Her parents ignore her concerns completely. Aitana grows even more upset when she notices they've bought Christmas gifts for Nadia and are treating her with such warmth and affection. Determined to expose Nadia, Aitana sneaks into the room where Nadia is staying and searches for evidence. Finally, she discovers something concrete: Nadia's ID card, which shows a different name than what she'd told the family. Triumphantly, Aitana presents this to her parents. "Look, I told you she's an imposter. She's been lying about her identity." Dory explodes with anger. "Shut up. What do you know about her? She's innocent. She came to us helpless in the rain, asking only for food. In return, she takes care of our home, helps us with everything. Your brother takes care of Saul. What more could we want? She's given us the love you never could. That's why she means more to us than you do." Dory delivers the final blow. "If you have such a problem with her, then leave, just like you did before." Devastated, Aitana decides to go, but her brother Saul follows her, pleading, "You know how much I love you. You've come back after so many years. Please don't leave so soon." After much emotional persuasion, Aitana agrees to stay for the Christmas party, though her anger remains undiminished. Looking out her window, Aitana notices many unfamiliar elderly guests arriving at the house. Strangely, her uncle and aunt, whom she'd been expecting, aren't among them. When she tries to go downstairs to investigate, she discovers her door is locked. Desperate to get out, Aitana jumps from the balcony, dramatically landing amid the startled guests. "What kind of behavior is this?" Dory scolds her, but Aitana is now determined to expose Nadia's true nature, no matter what. Just then, her aunt calls back, and Aitana asks why they hadn't come to the Christmas party. "Your mother told us they weren't celebrating Christmas this year," her aunt replies, leaving Aitana shocked and confused. Why would her mother lie about the party? What was she hiding? At the gathering, Aitana notices everyone paying special attention to a man named Nicholas. At his instruction, Dory's friend serves drinks to all the guests. After drinking, everyone begins dancing enthusiastically. Suddenly, Aitana's father calls for attention. "My dear daughter," he says, "come here and say something to our guests." For a brief moment, Aitana feels hopeful, thinking her father is finally acknowledging her. But as she stands, he clarifies, "I'm talking to Nadia, not you." Before Nadia can speak, Aitana loses her composure. In front of everyone, she lashes out, "This woman they've made their daughter isn't their daughter, I am. She's an imposter who has somehow manipulated my parents. They're giving her more importance than their own flesh and blood." Her outburst extends to her parents' new friends and even to Nicholas. Furious at her behavior, her father orders her to return to her room where Gabby and her son are waiting. Eventually, Aitana falls asleep, but later that night, her son's hungry cries wake her. Heading downstairs for milk, she's surprised to find the lively party completely over. As she's returning upstairs, she catches Nadia rifling through the guests' coats, clearly stealing something. Enraged, Aitana grips Nadia's wrists and drags her upstairs, shouting, "Now I'll show my parents who you really are. You're a thief." As Aitana calls for her parents, Nadia desperately begs, "Please, don't do this. My life is in danger. They'll kill me. Please try to understand." Leaving Nadia behind, Aitana rushes to her parents' room, where she's stunned to discover strange ceremonial objects that appear to be part of some ritual. Suddenly, she notices all the party guests searching frantically for Nadia. Acting quickly, Aitana grabs Nadia and hides with her in a cupboard, placing her hand over Nadia's mouth to silence her. Nadia whispers that everyone is hunting her to kill her, not because of anything she's done but on Nicholas's orders. Realizing a human life is at stake, Aitana promises to protect Nadia. Just then, she hears her baby son crying. Fearful, she leaves the hiding place to look for him, searching the entire house before heading to the garden. Finding no trace of her son, she's suddenly attacked from behind and loses consciousness. When she awakens, Aitana finds herself bound hand and foot, surrounded by all the party guests. Nicholas approaches her, gripping her face menacingly. "Let me explain what's happening here," he says. "We are members of a cult that I lead. I worship the devil, who grants us incredible power. Tonight, with the devil's help, we're going to cure your brother, but it requires a sacrifice. We need someone your parents adopted and loved more than their own daughter. That's why they took in Nadia and cherished her more than you. By sacrificing her, we'll heal your brother. How can you be so heartless?" Aitana screams, "You're going to murder someone. I won't tell you where she is. If you don't reveal Nadia's hiding place," Nicholas threatens, "we can sacrifice your baby son instead. You've adopted him and love him like your own child." Terrified for her son's life, Aitana reveals Nadia's location. The cult members drag Nadia into the room and, before Aitana's horrified eyes, slit her throat in sacrifice. They use Nadia's blood to perform their ritual, bathing her brother Saul in it. Unable to bear the sight, Aitana loses consciousness again. When she wakes the next morning, Aitana finds herself in bed. Everything seems normal. Downstairs, the party guests are gone, replaced by her uncle and aunt. Everyone appears happy, just as they were before. Aitana begins to wonder if what she witnessed was merely a nightmare or hallucination. Her memories of the previous night are fading, as though someone has erased them from her mind. Even her parents are treating her kindly now, nothing like their strange behavior the day before. She sees her father and uncle cooking together happily. How could everything have changed so drastically overnight? Seeking clarity, Aitana walks to the garden. The entire setting has transformed compared to the previous night. She's almost convinced herself it was all a dream when she returns inside and sees something impossible, her brother standing on his own 2 feet. The terrible truth dawns on her. Her parents really did sacrifice Nadia, and the ritual worked. Her brother can now walk. To cover their tracks, they've told everyone that Nadia was a thief who ran away after stealing from them. Without any proof of what really happened, and seeing her brother miraculously healed, Aitana remains silent. Her brother has been given a new life, but at what cost? The movie ends with this chilling revelation, leaving viewers to contemplate the horrifying price of Saul's miracle.